doing when the night jet came in.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth. And joining me, as always, my partner, Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here. And both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent would tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. And bringing them out as a former fifth-rounder from South Carolina, and before that, Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
You know, one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw, but how special are those throws? How much accuracy, how much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the fifth round. It was some of the ups and downs in college. And when given a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite arm talent.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Come on, set. Ready?
Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Getting the fullback involved here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, so often, Kate, we talk about the little guys, right? Get them in space. But how about the big guys? When you can out-muscle them and get them the ball quick like that, they can put some yards together and move those chains.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 15. He's up, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Come on, 38. Here we go, set.
Rattler to the air now. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Cut out left. Still going through the 25. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Go!
It's Pacheco again. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Here we go, set! Ready!
Here's Willis. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
Alert! Come on, set!
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Got it, ready?
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Set, ready?
Willis now. Has it down close. He has the New York touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. New England taking the field. Its 2nd series of the game coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt.
Here we go.
Rattler back to throw. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete.
Go, set!
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Set!
They go play action on first. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break.
Ready, go!
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set! Put.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Looking slant route complete.
Strike!
This is ahead for about 5. Cooper to Jean with the stop. From the 35 on 2nd down. They want to get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now, following the turnover. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here we go.
First down from the red zone. Flush down now to his left. He can run it. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Ready. Ready.
Willis looking to throw. Cut near the goal line. And that's a New York touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Check, ready. Blue check. Smith ready.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
On the ball.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Check, hut.
Throwing it just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Giants intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting at the 10. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They're out and set. First and 10.
Get it. Go.
Here's Willis to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Nearly an interception on that play. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Willis. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Little tax on the extra point. And the Patriots get it back to a 14-point game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out.
Ready, set.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Sixty Bison. Ready.
Willis to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. Hit some space around midfield. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
From the 23. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got a man left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a 3-possession game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Rattler. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To the air, 3rd and long. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice return there, 15 yards gained. And it'll be Giants football. New York taking over once again, the offense heading out. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another that could put this just too far out of reach. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Let's go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. No gain on the run, and we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Down.
Rattler to the air now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
go now. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here we go. Set. Track one.
Desperation time here on fourth. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now here comes the New York offense. With touchdowns on their last two drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
Track go 80. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. Cut out left. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Giants keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants continue piling onto this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Patriots offense all set to go. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games.
Yep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth-quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants continue adding on to that lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Patriots running their offense out there. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Into the hands of Culp. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3 now.
Set. Ready. Ready.
From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Patriots hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Ready. Check white. Switch yellow.
Now Rattler. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Giants have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
They'll run Pacheco. And he drives it forward for a modest gain. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Pacheco will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Giants throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants tack on 7 more to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And this play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dump off to his fullback. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's picked out by the Giants. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Giants come away with the win. See this in every sport, Brock. You come in as a big favorite. You want to make a statement, right? Get a convincing victory, and they were able to achieve that one here.
Yeah, especially at home. It just means a little bit more when you protect your own turf in any sport, but especially in the NFL, where you get, what, about 8 or 9 of these, maybe more if you get home playoff games. Playing this way, they set themselves up for future playoff opportunities.
So for our crew, my partner Brock Ewart and myself, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been Madden Ultimate Team. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.